Hey everyone, this is George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 9th of December 2024. Now in the world of cryptocurrency guys, quite a lot of drama is actually taking place. Now so far as the price is concerned, the price are definitely looking good. But the prices of Bitcoin guys, it has been hovering around the $100,000 mark. Now the day the price of Bitcoin crossed the $100,000 mark, it did actually cross the $103,000 mark as well. Unfortunately guys, the prices of Bitcoin did go down to $96,000. But as of today, the price of Bitcoin is exactly at $100,000. Now, I'll definitely be taking a deep dive into the global cryptocurrency snapshot, but we have quite a lot of things to cover in the Crypto and Coffee at 8 series. Now, President-elect Donald Trump, guys, he definitely wants to go ahead and make Bitcoin great again, and one of the promises that he made at the Bitcoin Nashville event has already come into fruition. Now, we know that SEC Chair Gary Gensler was going to be fired, so rather than being fired, guys, he did actually put down his resignation, and January 20th will be his last date. And President Donald Trump, guys, he has actually announced a pro-Bitcoin and cryptocurrency candidate, that is Paul Atkins, and he will be the SEC chairman. And look, as the reason President Donald Trump chose him is pretty simple. He wants common sense regulation, so we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now, along with the SEC chair, guys, President Trump has also appointed venture capitalist David Sachs as the White House AI and Crypto Caesar, so we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now look, so far as David Sachs is concerned, he will be overseeing AI and crypto policies, so that is definitely another interesting move by President Donald Trump. But look, so far as cryptocurrency is concerned, since the last 72 hours, there's quite a lot of drama going on, and this is unfortunately due with Tuah coin. Now, if you're active on social media, you would know who Haliey Welch is, and there was a viral video of her circulating earlier this year, and look, she definitely overtook the social media world. Now, what happened is that last week, she along with a betting company did go ahead and launch a token, and it's no surprise that it turned out to be a rug pull, when 90% of the funds completely disappeared, and looks like a lot of people did actually lose their money. And if I'm not mistaken guys, the market cap of that token was around the $500 million mark, so we'll definitely go ahead and take a deep dive into this. Now the final news guys once again has to do with pump and dump, and there is a protocol called as pump.fun, which by the way works on Solana blockchain, and looks like the regulators in UK are definitely not happy about it, and they have put out a really stark warning regarding pump.fun. And the Financial Conduct Authority has put out really stark warning regarding this project, and because of that guys, looks like pump.fun is blocked for UK users. Now I have two reactions to this guys. When you talk about pumping and dumping, these are definitely not great, but at the same time guys, it does raise a really red flag regarding this particular project, cause look, when you talk about open blockchain guys, no one can go ahead and ban, and no one can go ahead and block users as well. So it looks like clearly there's a lot of centralization going on regarding pump.fun, isn't it? So as a user, I would definitely urge you guys to go ahead and do your own due diligence. Definitely not ideal for the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee at 8 series, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys has to do with Cardano blockchain and the SSA Institute. They have partnered with Cardano Foundation and looks like they want to drive blockchain-powered sustainability solution. So I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the second news guys has to do with Crypto.com as well as MasterCard, and looks like they are collaborating to scale the digital payment industry in the GCC region. Now look, as news suggests this is definitely a positive sign that the GCC region is very pro-Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm, and here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMD scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform. Check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, the global cryptocurrency market, guys, is at a staggering $3.67 trillion. And tomorrow, guys, that is the 10th of December, Federal Chair Jerome Powell will be making a decision whether to keep the interest rate, reduce the interest rate, or in the wild circumstance, go ahead and increase the interest rate. Most likely, guys, he's going to keep the interest rate the same. And because of that news, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the global cryptocurrency market actually crosses a $4 trillion mark. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, Federal Chair Jerome Powell tends to go live via YouTube. I would really urge you guys to go ahead and listen to the entire session, because in that session he gives his reasoning as to why he's decided to keep the interest rate the same, or even reduce it for that matter. And after that, there's quite a lot of question and answer session as well. Now look, guys, whatever decision is made over there does directly and indirectly impact the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies drastically pumps up after the announcement. So definitely interesting times ahead, in my opinion. And along with that, guys, tomorrow and day after, there is Bitcoin MENA event taking place as well, which is probably the biggest event in the world of Bitcoin. And this particular event is taking place in Adnac Center in Abu Dhabi. And I'm definitely expecting some really heavy-duty partnership. Could it be possible we get some billion-dollar companies making an announcement that they're buying Bitcoin and putting it as a strategic reserve? I'm definitely anticipating some of these partnerships. Now, at this point of time, I'm really not sure if they're showing some of these events live, But what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, definitely keep an eye on the partnership that is going to take place between the 9th and 10th of December. Now, going back to the global cryptocurrency market, guys, it is at a staggering $3.67 trillion, and since the last 24 hours, it is up by 0.24%. And if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, it is currently at $149.36 billion, but since the last 24 hours, guys, it is actually down by 11.39%. Now look, as prior to President Donald Trump getting re-elected, never in the history of cryptocurrencies, the volume of cryptocurrency has ever crossed the $100 billion mark, particularly over the weekend. Now mind you guys, I'm recording this episode in the early hours of Dubai, and technically it is still Sunday in most of the Western countries, and this just shows the power of politics and politicians so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned. Now right now we are definitely in a very positive phase, but look guys, one of the visions of Satoshi Nakamoto was separation of money and the state, and hopefully guys in a decade's time or so, the political news will not be having any impact so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned. Thankfully, President Donald Trump wants to make Bitcoin great again, so keeping that thing in mind, I'm definitely content with it. And regarding the Bitcoin MENA event, guys, President Donald Trump's son, that is Eric Trump, he will be the headlining speaker as well. Now, really, I'm curious to check if he does go ahead and talk regarding Bitcoin, or he's going to be talking about his token, that is World Liberty Finance Token. But nonetheless, guys, it is definitely great that the presidential candidates are now involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency adoption. Now, let's quickly run through the volume of decentralized finance. And unfortunately, guys, no matter what is happening in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space, the volume in DeFi is not looking that great. Now, if you look at the 24-hour volume, it is at $14.16 billion, but DeFi, guys, as of today, is accounting for only 9.48% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And regarding the total value locked, guys, it has pumped up to $136.67 billion. Now look, since the last 48 hours, Ethereum has seen quite a lot of activity, and its market cap has pumped up, and its price has pumped up as well. So it looks like since the last 72 hours, a lot of development is actually taking place in Ethereum. Now, wouldn't be surprised, guys, if a lot of these developments are actually taking place in the world of meme coins as well as NFTs. And in today's episode, guys, we'll also discuss an unfortunate news that is regarding Tuah coin. Now, one matrix, guys, that I tend to keep an eye on regarding decentralized finance, that is the decentralized to centralized exchange dominance, and today it is at 32.84%. But look, guys, I'm really curious to check, out of this 32.84%, what percentage centralized exchanges account for. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, out of this 32.84%, centralized exchanges account for, let's say, 22, maybe 25%. If that is the case, this number is not looking that great, isn't it? In an idealistic world, I would really like to see the volume of decentralized exchange around the 60 to 80% mark, but looks like that particular matrix is currently dominated by stablecoins. Now, before we run through the volume of stablecoins, let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, because Uniswap since the last 2 weeks is once again at number 1, and its 24-hour volume is $2.70 billion. Radium is at number 2nd, and its 24-hour volume is $1.45 billion. PancakeSwap is at number 3rd, and its volume is $1.44 billion. Aerodrome is at number 4th, and its 24-hour volume is $610.15 million. And at number 5th is Lifinity. Its 24-hour volume is $549.74 million. Now let me quickly run through the volume of stablecoins, guys. And for a weekend, this number is definitely great, and it is at $137.43 billion. And stablecoins as of today is accounting for 92.02% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And out of this $137.43 billion, guys, Tether USDT is leading the pack with $124.74 billion, followed by Circle USDC at $6.63 billion, and FDUSD is at number 3rd, and its 24-hour volume is $5.75 billion. Now let me quickly run to the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's market cap, guys, is below the $2 trillion mark, and it is at $1.97 trillion. And as I hinted earlier, guys, after the FOMC meeting, I wouldn't be surprised if the global cryptocurrency market crosses the $4 trillion mark. And if that thing happens, there is a very high possibility that the market cap of Bitcoin could actually cross the $2.50 trillion mark. That would definitely be something, isn't it? Now, regarding the market cap of Ethereum, guys, since the last 72 hours, it has definitely pumped up, and today it is at $479 billion. Now, if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $42.68 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $20.54 billion. Now, since the last few weeks, guys, Bitcoin's dominance is on a downtrend, and today it is down to 53.84%. And the answer to this is pretty simple, guys. A lot of activity is actually taking place in Ripple or XRP, as well as Solana blockchain, isn't it? Now, if you look at the market cap of Ripple or XRP, guys, it is at a staggering $147 billion. It has actually overtaken Tether USDT's market cap once again, and is taken over by almost $10 billion. And the price of XRP or Ripple is currently at $2.59. And along with that, there's a lot of activity taking place in Solana blockchain as well. But regarding Solana blockchain, guys, we do have some unfortunate news that is connected to Pump.Fun. But what about privacy coins, guys? Now, since the last 30 days, looks like the market cap of privacy coins has pumped up a lot as well. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me quickly run through the market cap of privacy coins. Because the king of privacy, that is Monero, its market cap has surely pumped up, and today it is at $3.75 billion. Now, earlier this year, guys, the market cap of Monero was around the $2.30 billion mark. But look, because the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have been pumping up, looks like the price of XRM or Monero has been pumped up as well. Now, if you look at the market cap of Zcash, it is at $1.19 billion. Now, at number 3 so far as market cap of privacy coins is concerned is MENA, and its market cap is $1.10 billion. Dashcars is at number 4. Its market cap is below the $1 billion mark. It is only at $700 million. And at number 5 is Beldex, and its market cap is $542 million. Now look, guys, despite the market cap and the prices of privacy coins being pumping up, I'm really kind of disappointed that the market cap of privacy coins is almost 1/10 of the market cap of meme coins. This is definitely unfortunate and sad, because look, guys, there's so much of hype regarding privacy, particularly in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, but looks like people just don't care. But they rightly should care about privacy, but people are more concerned about making money. And it is only because of that the market cap of meme coins is almost 10 times of the market cap of privacy coins. Now, regarding Bitcoin, guys, there is a really interesting development. And because of the spot Bitcoin ETF, the spot Bitcoin ETF holdings has now surpassed Satoshi Nakamoto's estimated 1.1 million Bitcoin holdings. And these ETFs currently right now hold a staggering 1,105,690 Bitcoin, which is worth approximately $110 billion. Now, me personally, guys, I definitely am not liking this, because this just shows that trillion-dollar companies, they are still getting richer because of Bitcoin. And if you think of Bitcoin Magazine's event, guys, at the Bitcoin Nashville event, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. definitely echoed this theme, and the moment he said that he's not happy about Bitcoin Spot ETF, the entire crowd went completely silent, because there were a lot of investors who heavily invested in Bitcoin Spot ETF. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, on my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com, there is a document stating why Bitcoin approval is not good for the Bitcoin ecosystem. Go through it and let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding that. Now, I'm talking about it more from a philosophical level, because look, guys, Satoshi Nakamoto's vision was separation of money and the state, and because of that he created a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, isn't it? But looks like that particular role of the state has been replaced by billion-dollar companies and trillion-dollar companies. That is just my honest thought. So go through the document and let me know if you agree to it or if you completely disagree to it. And if you do have any feedback, guys, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Now, what I want to do is, I want to look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And right now, guys, the price of Bitcoin has crossed the $100,000 mark once again, and currently it is at $100,039. Now, look, guys, because the FOMC meeting is scheduled to take place tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some volatility regarding the price. This is just my complete guess, to be honest, and whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice, because how the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world works is, whenever there are key milestones, a lot of notorious traders and whales, they tend to manipulate the market, isn't it? And because of that, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the price of Bitcoin does actually marginally go down. But look, definitely not financial advice, and all my price predictions are 100% right 50% of the time. And regarding the price of Bitcoin, guys, there is a very high possibility by the time you're listening to the episode, the price of Bitcoin could either have pumped up or it could have gone down as well. So what I'd really recommend you to do is keep a track of what the FOMC announcement is. And as I mentioned earlier, Fed Chair Jerome Powell does actually go live via YouTube, so rather than reading articles in mainstream media, guys, I would really urge you guys to go ahead and listen to the entire session. It usually lasts for 30 to 40 minutes, and he does give his reasoning as to why he's decided to keep the interest rate, reduce the interest rate, or in wild circumstance go ahead and increase the interest rate as well. Now that thing being said, guys, the price of Bitcoin since the last 24 hours is down by 0.05%, and since the last 7 days it is up by 2.79%. Ethereum, guys, is on the verge of crossing the $4,000 mark. It is at a staggering $3,989, and since the last 24 hours it is down by 0.65%, and since the last 7 days it is up by 7.88%. XRP or Ripple, guys, it has actually pumped up once again, and right now it is at $2.59, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.55%, and since the last 7 days it is actually up by 18.72%. Now regarding Ripple stablecoin, that is RLUSD, guys, I do not have any updated information. Hopefully in the next day or two we might get some information regarding the approval of stablecoins, and because of that, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the price of XRP might actually cross the $3 mark as well. So things are definitely looking great for the Ripple army. Now let's go ahead and discuss some news regarding President Donald Trump, guys, and he has announced Paul Atkins as the incoming SEC chairman to champion common sense regulation, and these appointments, guys, do actually align with President Donald Trump's broader strategy to foster innovation and economic growth in the United States of America, while at the same time, guys, he is also addressing growing calls for oversight in the crypto and AI sector, and keeping artificial intelligence in mind. President Donald Trump has also appointed venture capitalist David Sachs as a White House AI and crypto Caesar, and looks like he will be leading policy initiatives on artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency during his second term. Now this is definitely a drastic move by President Donald Trump, because previously he was a massive detractor of Bitcoin as such, but now looks like he has embraced Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go ahead and listen to President Donald Trump on Twitter or X when the World Liberty Financial Token did have an X space. Now that particular session, guys, lasts for roughly around 2 hours or so, and truth be told, guys, the first 30 or 40 minutes there was a delay, and the first section of the interviews regarding President Donald Trump very clearly went in and explained, and he even told that he was completely wrong regarding Bitcoin, and he did try to educate himself, and he took quite a lot of information regarding Bitcoin from his kids and grandson, and because of that, guys, he has taken a completely new and positive stance regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And look what has happened. Because he got re-elected, the price of Bitcoin has reached a new all-time high. And ever since 5th of November, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is something like I've never seen before. Now, there are two ways of looking at it, guys. If you look at it from a pure Bitcoin's point of view, news such as this should not be impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but because President Donald Trump is an advocate of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it is turning out to be beneficial, isn't it? Now, what I really like regarding David Sachs, he will be overseeing AI policies as well, and he will lead the Presidential Council of Advisors for Science and Technology. And one of the reasons why he's appointed is so that he can develop clear regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrency industry and address AI safety. And his role, guys, will establish communication channels between White House and regulators like the SEC and the CFTC. And look, guys, regarding Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and artificial intelligence, looks like President Donald Trump wants to position US as a leader in emerging technologies, and he wants to provide regulatory clarity that the cryptocurrency industry has been seeking since a very long time. And regarding social media, guys, I really feel that President Donald Trump wants to promote free speech and counter perceived big tech bias, which was so apparent with the left-leaning administration. And if he said anything regarding the left-leaning administration, you could outright be cancelled and your account could be completely banned. Now regarding David Sachs, I do feel he's the right person for this role, because he's a co-founder of Craft Ventures LLC and a prominent Silicon Valley figure, and he's a massive advocate and supporter of President Donald Trump, and he's also a close ally of Vice President J.D. Vance, who by the way has been a massive fan of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, once we get regulatory clarity regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, how the United States of America will be leading the revolution. But unfortunately, guys, so far as regulation is concerned, there was a token called as Hawk2 token, which by the way has nothing to do with Kamala Harris as such. The Hawk2 token has more to do with Haliey Welch, who did become famous for a viral video earlier this year. And Haliey Welch's meme coin, that is Hawk2 coin, saw a dramatic drop of 90%. Now the token, guys, is called as Hawk, that is H for Harry, A for Alpha, W for water, and K for kite. And this particular token, guys, was launched on the 4th of December, and the token briefly peaked at a market cap of $490 million and finally plummeted to $41.7 million within just a few hours. And this particular launch has caused quite a lot of outrage, with allegations of insider activity and sniping, that is rapid buying by entities at launch, affecting the token distribution. And the data actually shows that 80 to 90% of the supply was controlled by related wallets. Now, it's really important to note, guys, regarding this token, it is connected to a betting company, and this is exactly what betting companies will do, isn't it? Now, regarding Haliey Welch, she has denied any insider sales of free coins for key opinion leaders, and she is stating that they use a distributed liquidity protocol to prevent sniping. However, guys, one specific wallet managed to purchase 17.5% of the supply, selling it for a profit of $1.3 million profit. Now, late investors expressed really high frustration regarding this project, and some of them have lost significant amount. Now, regarding this news, guys, there are a lot of legal concerns that has emerged, and a complaint has been filed with the SEC. But look, guys, based on my understanding, the project looks completely fine. So I really am not sure if Haliey Welch will be legally responsible for it. And look, guys, you also need to understand that this particular token was associated with a betting company. And regarding the Howey test, I don't think so she had actually promoted any of these tokens. But look, guys, news such as this is definitely not good for the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, isn't it? Definitely unfortunate news. And regarding regulations, guys, we do have some really interesting development. And the United Kingdom's FCA, that is Financial Conduct Authority, they have issued a really stark warning regarding the memecoin generator platform, that is Pump.fun. And Solana-based memecoin launchpad, that is Pump.fun, has permanently restricted access for UK users, and this is because of the warning by FCA. And the Financial Conduct Authority, guys, has flagged the platform for potentially offering unauthorized financial services, and they have strongly advised the public not to use it. Now, it's important to note, guys, while Pump.fun stated that the restriction was voluntary, this particular move does raise questions about the platform's legal and regulatory compliance, especially as it is registered in the UK as Baton Corporation Limited, and the platform has faced significant controversies in the recent past, including harmful and explicit live streams, such as users setting themselves on fire, and there was a child sexual abuse material on that as well. And because of that, guys, Pump.fun did decide to go ahead and drop some of these accounts. And if I'm not mistaken, Pump.fun also decided to remove the live streaming feature. Now, it's really important to note, guys, despite these issues, Pump.fun did actually account for 62% of Solana transactions in November. And if you actually listen to my Crypto and Coffee Date podcast, guys, I was often talking about why the numbers of Solana has been pumping up. And in one of the Crypto and Coffee Date episodes, I did go ahead and discuss more information regarding Pump.fun. And regarding this news, guys, the lack of basic compliance measures like terms and services and privacy policies, coupled with UK-based operations, puts the platform in a precarious legal position as regulatory scrutiny intensifies. Now, that thing being said, guys, when you talk about social media, live streaming platform, and blockchain technology, these are some of the dangers, isn't it? Because when you talk about open blockchain, guys, ideally speaking, these transactions cannot be censored. So, what happens if, let's say, there is harmful or explicit live stream? Who can go ahead and block these accounts? These are things you need to think about when you talk about open blockchain. And as I've been saying this since a very long time, guys, when you talk about blockchain technology as such, I don't see much use cases beyond making transfer payments, and this is where Bitcoin kicks in. Maybe there are a couple of use cases regarding meme coins and maybe NFTs. Other than that, guys, I would really like to see the volume of decentralized finance overtaking the volume of stable coins. When will that thing happen? I really am not sure. So these were the newscasts from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first news is regarding Cardano and the SSE Institute. They are partnered with Cardano Foundation and looks like they want to drive blockchain powered sustainability solution. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Because this particular partnership is anchored at SSE Institute Net Zero Emission Building in the sustainable city of Dubai, and the focus includes food, energy, water, products, mobility and waste management, and the collaboration between both of them positions blockchain as a critical enabler of sustainable development and initiative. And they have also introduced a professional diploma in sustainable blockchain, and looks like they want to combine sustainability expertise with blockchain innovation. This particular programs equips professionals with skills to address global sustainability challenges using blockchain technology. And this particular partnership will leverage the Sustainable Cities Living Lab to develop blockchain-powered sustainability projects, and the collaboration, guys, aims to expand the global adoption of blockchain technology and sustainability. Now look, as blockchain's transparency enhances trust and traceability in sustainable projects and supply chain, isn't it? And because of that, they want to make the best use of it. Now, blockchain, guys, according to this news, enables accurate, verifiable records and supports scalable solutions in key sustainable sectors. And this initiative aligns with the global net zero emission targets, and Cardano Foundation emphasizes blockchain literacy for individuals and enterprises. And this particular partnership, guys, engages diverse stakeholders to enhance blockchain knowledge and application. And so far sustainability business practices are concerned, blockchain protocols promote ethical, sustainable business practices through data transparency. So this particular initiative, guys, does actually reflect Cardano Foundation's mission to advance blockchain education and adoption globally. And the SSE Institute and Cardano Foundation, they aim to discover new blockchain use cases for sustainable development. And the CEO of Cardano Foundation, Dr. Frederick Gerard, he highlighted the educational focus on collaboration significance, and engineer Faris Saeed, who is SEC Institute founder and chairman, has underscored blockchain's potential to transform sustainability sectors. And this particular partnership, guys, seeks to foster a decentralized and a transparent approach to sustainability challenges. Now look, guys, me personally, I'm definitely not liking this news, so it's going to be really interesting to see if they do actually do it on an open blockchain, or this entire thing is going to be working on a permission blockchain. Because look, guys, I've always said this, using blockchain technology, you can actually make counterfeit products to appear genuine. And this goes back to understanding some of the basics of blockchain technology. Now, rather than repeating it once again, guys, if you do want to find out why I disagree to the use cases of blockchain technology, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com, and I'll be more than happy to explain and share my thoughts regarding this. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss second news, and this is a collaboration between Crypto.com and MasterCard, and looks like they want to scale the digital payment industry in the GCC region. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this. Because Crypto.com has obtained a principal network license from MasterCard, thereby allowing it to directly issue cards. And this initiative will begin with the launch of MasterCard Powered Prepaid Card in Bahrain, and this is following the Bahrain launch by Crypto.com, and they plan to gradually expand its card program throughout the GCC region, and customers now will be able to use the cards at over 150 million in-store and online locations, and this will be globally anywhere where MasterCard is accepted, and users, guys, can fund their cards via Crypto.com app, and this can be done utilizing e-money wallets or third-party credit cards and debit cards as well. And this particular program will cover 5 Crypto.com card tiers, and cardholders, guys, they can earn rewards of up to 8% on spendings with all the transactions denominated in US dollar. And this particular collaboration, guys, leverages MasterCard's secure and scalable payment infrastructure. And MasterCard, they provide advanced security and fraud protection tools for Crypto.com holders as well. And the program has introduced cutting-edge payment solutions that are tailored to the needs of digital asset users. And this particular initiative, guys, is supported by Crypto.com's payment service provider license, which was issued by Bahrain Central Bank. And look, guys, this particular partnership reflects Crypto.com's dedication to entering new markets with compliant and secure products. And the card program aims to provide users with more freedom in spending crypto assets in real-world scenarios. And Carl Mohan, who is the general manager of APAC and MENA region at Crypto.com, has highlighted the partnership as a milestone in bridging crypto and traditional payments. And this particular partnership, guys, strengthens Crypto.com's position as a leader in crypto-linked card solutions worldwide. And this collaboration definitely aligns with MasterCard's commitment to empowering economies and provide a secure, accessible digital payment solutions as well as in it. So this particular partnership, guys, I very strongly feel aims to create a seamless integration of crypto payments into everyday transactions, and looks like they're definitely enhancing adoption and usability. So definitely interesting news in my opinion. So these were the news, guys, on the cryptocurrency, blockchain and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question about Rishi who asks, what interest rate do you think Jerome Powell will actually announce? Now Rishi, this is such an important question. Now based on my understanding, Federal Chair Jerome Powell might actually decide to keep the interest rate the same, and the reasoning to this is pretty simple. In the previous session that he had, he openly said that there is very less chance he'll further reduce the interest rate because for 2 months in a row, he decided to reduce the interest rate by 25 basis points. Now, really, I'm not sure if he actually decided to reduce the interest rate because of any political influence by the left-leaning administration. Because look, reducing the interest rate does actually mean that the economy is doing good, and I really am not sure if he was actually anticipating that Kamala Harris will get re-elected once again, or was that the whole intention of reducing the interest rate? Because a lot of economists were actually baffled as to why he reduced the interest rate by 25 basis points, and he did that on 2 occasions. Now what Jerome Powell tends to do is he looks at the CPI numbers, and he also looks at labor market conditions, and he also looks at various economic factors. Now regarding the economic release, data was released last week, and the numbers are looking really good for the United States of America. And truth be told, Rishi, it was only because of the economic report that the price of Bitcoin crossed the $100,000 mark, and I did actually talk about that in my Crypto Coffee Date podcast. But look, regarding the FOMC meeting that is scheduled to take place tomorrow, I very strongly feel that he might actually keep the interest rate the same, and him doing that is also great, Rishi. It would actually mean that the economic conditions in the United States of America is good, and because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up. But look, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice, and it is so important not to take it as a financial advice. Make sure you go out and do your own research, because it could be possible that there are external factors that could actually trigger down the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We just talked about Haliey Welch's coin that did actually wipe off over $450 million in just a matter of few hours. And look, who's to say we might not have another Terra Luna collapse or maybe an FTX collapse? But to answer your question, Rishi, I do feel that there is a very high chance, at least for the next 3 months, the interest rate might exactly be the same, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the news regarding President Donald Trump's tariff plans works out to be. Because look, let's say in a wild circumstance, if the BRICS nation do decide to go and launch their own cryptocurrency, or maybe a central bank digital currency, and if they do actually ditch the US dollar, then it's going to be really interesting to see how the inflation in the United States of America is. But to answer your question, I would really recommend you, and even for our listeners, to go and listen to the entire speech by Jerome Powell. He does actually give his reasoning, and after that there's question and answer session, and in that question and answer session, Rishi, he does actually state what could be the potential rate cuts in the near future. Is he going to keep the interest rate the same? Maybe reduce it in the near future? He does go ahead and give out more information regarding this, but definitely really important question. And that's about all, guys. I'm the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and now artificial intelligence world as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.